Hi, everybody. This is Garrett Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Thursday, May 4th, 2023. So we saw selling let's say carry over into today. It did have a little bit of a panic smell to it, but we had the actually when I put the report out, we had some really good bullish divergences on the NIAD. And as many long timers know, this is one of my favorite indicators for swing trades. And the thing is this is that I put in the report today was that there's a divergence right there and it may fix itself. So if it fixes itself, what that means is that the NIAD is going to make a lower low than here, and then this say setup is washed out. Now, this bearish divergence, as I said, is one of the largest I've seen since following this, and it was an easy, just short what's going where we are, and this is what happens with that. And when people believe, just made up stuff like, oh, what people think about the market or what's going to happen when the Fed does this. They're not using data related. It really, they're using their opinion. And we have the predictive analytics model, and that started. We started getting this sell signal in this area, and then from there, we waited for the bounce, and that's where we layered in again. But the thing is that we had the sell signal, so I wasn't even worried. I was hoping that we were going to make it to 4,200 to take another quarter and have three-quarter position. But unfortunately, Mr. Market just couldn't really handle this size of a divergence. So we're still on a sell signal, as you guys know. And right now, it's what I'm looking at that, again, it may be fixing itself here. It is a possible bullish divergence. Now, we had a pretty good downshift here towards the end of the day, or really the last hour of trading, which surprised me a little bit because we were looking at the bulls actually, giving it a try to hold support right there. So I wasn't really expecting our momentum indicator to start heading down with just this little bit of a move right here. But in any case, we it never made it to the 40-40. I'm still holding a quarter position. I did take a quarter off right around that 40-60 that I put. So we made a little bit on the second entry, and we're still holding the third, and then that's really from all the way up in this area here when we had this bounce right here. So I'm not bullish on this market at all. I'm saying you got to be a little bit skeptical, right, in this area as far as getting aggressive on the short side because we have some support levels right here. And the thing is that if the bulls lose this, say the last of 40-28 level, then I mean, honestly, the next stop is going to be down to 39.94 and then possibly closing the gap at 39.70. So we're at a pretty important little support zone right here. And if it gets lost, then we're going to see another round of some panic selling. But I'm on the side that they're not going to make it that easy for the bears. Now I have this shaded gray, and what that is just measuring time and distance. So this is where the top was made. This is where the bottom was made. That's the distance. So now I copied and pasted it, and you can see we're pretty much right in the same spot as far as a ABC move. So it's you leave the door open, even though I wouldn't be suggesting to go along, but you want to be cautious, being aggressive on the short side down here because we know you get these massive moves to the upside, and you don't want to be caught on the wrong side of it, and you want to that triggers emotions, and emotions are what we try to stay away from here. We don't want any emotional trades. We let people voice their opinions on TV and what they think, and all we do is follow our predictive analytics model. And I mean, I'm trying to think of the last losing trade we had. I mean, 2022 was pretty much. I don't think we had any losing trades on it. And then the only one that I was thinking of was when we were shorting all the way when we were basically short from here. and I had said to put a stop at entry just because, and we didn't even really lose. I think we lost maybe a quarter percent. That was it. It was nothing. But this was the only one where there was just nothing going. The Bears weren't able to bring the market down, but our predictive analytics model was throwing out a sell signal in this during this time period. And even though we didn't get, we missed this move because of this little move right here, we were still looking the right way. Once we got to here, we started because we did short some bounces, and then we really started getting aggressive on the short side up there. And then once we got into the time period that Woody was talking about, where a low was going to be made, which is in March, that's when we looked long, and these are the moves. That's it. So we have. I'm like I said, I'm having a really hard time figuring out when we had our last losing trade, and if they did, whenever it was, I mean, it was very, very minimal at best. And in our trades that we've been getting in with SDS and SSO, they've been doing fantastic. I mean, these are the types of moves when you're buying the SDS in these areas here. Then these are the types of moves that you get on it. So we're doing very well with this. I'm not changing anything, and right now, for the Bulls have got to get above, I'd say anywhere from the 40.88 to the 48.80, 40.85, 40.88. This will get them out of first harm's way, but then they're going to run into the 200-day moving average at 41.12, and then the highs that we made here at the 41.50. So the Bulls have the work cut out for them, but so do the Bears because the support is at 40.50. Then from there, 40.30. So these are good support levels with, looking at the 60-minute chart on it, we're pretty oversold right here. Possibly some bullish divergences. They're not really set, but we have some data coming out tomorrow. And, if we're either going to get a spike to the upside where we're going to start building our short position again, or if we come down, then we manage that last quarter and instead of locking in a 6% gain, we're going to lock in a 10% gain. And excuse me, I've had worse things happen to me personally, as far as just being in the right direction with not the size position that you wanted. So, I'm going to keep doing what we're doing here, and that's it. And like I said, our members know exactly when to start looking for the low date, but we gotta anticipate that there's going to be some big short squeezes that we want to have our powder dry to be able to short. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning.